Credit is more valuable than money. When you betray me, like, I take that shit to the heart, because I would never do no shit like that to you. You know, embrace the struggle, enjoy the moment, and just live. My name is Courtney. Welcome to the channel. Don't forget to hit the red subscribe button down below to officially become my sis. And if you are a returning supporter, welcome back, baby girl. You already know the vibes. Yes, go ahead and hit the like button because you already know what it is. Okay, so today, y'all, I'm doing a little bit of a different video. I've never done like a girls talk video, and I don't do as many sit down videos as I would like. So I do want to start doing more sit down videos, especially girl talk, so we can, you know, just connect on a personal level, create a safe space for all of us, and we can talk about discussions and about topics that not a lot of people like to talk about. So this is the start of something new. So by the title, you can tell what this video is going to be about. It's more so me reflecting on my 20s, sharing life experiences with y'all that I have dealt with in my 20s, and also talking about the mistakes I made and giving y'all some advice for the girlies that's still in their 20s. Okay, y'all know your girl just turned 30 back in April, so I've said bye-bye to my 20s, and I'm excited to see what the 30s is going to bring. Okay. I'll start with reflecting on my 20s and just give y'all some insight on what that's been like for me. I know I started YouTube, like, I think I was maybe 25. I was 26 when I started YouTube. So half of my 20s I had already dealt with. It wasn't being shown online for you guys to be a part of. So I just want to, you know, give you some insight on what that was like. And I want to talk about some of my accomplishments I made, some challenges I had, and some mistakes. I'm also going to talk about some of my goals for my 30s and what's to come with the channel as well. So I will start with some of the challenges. A lot of you may not know, but I was a teen mom. I got pregnant with Kamal at 16, and just 4 years later, I had Leah. So by the age of 21, I had 2 kids already, and parenting is not as bad or as challenging as a lot of people think it is. But at the same time, when you grow up in poverty, when you're dependent on government assistance and you're a young mom trying to work, trying to, you know, keep up with kids, it can become very overwhelming sometimes. And when I had Leah, I didn't know that I had postpartum depression. The first day I came home from the hospital, I cried for no reason, and that's when I know that, you know, something was up. So being that I was 21, I was already in my career, and I was also a mom of 2. And trying to juggle, you know, being present for my kids, trying to make sure that I'm going to work even when I don't feel like it, and depression is taking over my life, it got to be a bit challenging. So that's one of the challenges I dealt with in my 20s. But what I can say is that I know a lot of people talk down on teen moms, but look at your girl. Graduated high school. I was pregnant with Kamal when I graduated high school. Graduated high school a year early. Started college right after that. Graduated college with an associate's degree, which was supposed to be in less than 2 years, but because I was 6 months pregnant when I started, I graduated roughly around 2 years. Worked at the biggest healthcare company in the state of South Carolina for her first job. I've been an entrepreneur for many years, and also I started YouTube and had the courage to share my life with the world. So I mean, that's just a little bit of my accomplishments and what I have done this far as a teen mom. So I just want to let y'all know, you know, it's possible. Like, don't let somebody down you or make you feel a certain type of way because your life isn't going as what they planned for it to be. Do what's best for you. Follow your heart with the decisions that you think is best for your life, and don't let anybody kind of like downplay your life or make you feel like you're less than because you came across obstacles or your path look a little bit different than what the typical path looks like for people. So just take that from everything that I said. Some challenges that I dealt with is, like I stated, we were on government assistance, and when you grow up in poverty, things can be a little bit more challenging for you because you don't have the resources that a lot of people have to become successful. Just having to limit the things you can do in life because you don't have the money to do it. Even though I, was working in my healthcare career, I mean, the money y'all know they're not paying the amount of coins that healthcare professionals deserve. Let's just put that out there. It's the truth. It is what it is. So, you know, even though I had this freaking degree, I still wasn't making the money that could create financial freedom for my family. So that was a challenge. Like, not having money is it's a bit stressful. Another challenge I dealt with was losing people that I thought would be riding until the wheels fall off, like forever. Like, I'm gonna make a separate video in regards to you know, friendships and things like that, so I'm not going to get too deep into it right now. But I do want to say, like, a challenge that I had was getting too invested and connected with people that did not deserve my time, my loyalty, my love. Let me hold on, let me take me a little because baby, that needs its own separate video. I am somebody that takes loyalty seriously when I'm, like, you know, connected or around people for long periods of time and we have established that we are friends. I take that very seriously. Like, I am a friend to people that I want them to be to me. And so when you betray me, like, I take that shit to the heart because I would never do no shit like that to you. You know what I'm saying? So a challenge was kind of like letting go of people that didn't belong. And it's hard because you really love this person with all your heart and you really riding for this person, you loyal to this person, like you down for this person, you know what I'm saying? And to know or come to reality that they're not for you, and in order for you to grow and elevate, you have to let go of the damn weight. It's tough. Like, it's really tough. I've, like, distanced myself and, like, cut ties with a lot of people in my 20s, and I never expected to. Somebody that I was friends with since middle school, a family friend that I got really close with, like, we got really close with each other and was besties. My first cousin, who I looked at as a freaking sister. Like, it's just a lot of people. Like, you just have to come to reality that everybody ain't for you and not everybody will have pure intentions, and you have to let them go. It's very hard, and that's why I, you know, state that as one of my challenges, because I have a hard time letting go of people because I get, like, my heart is involved. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just coming to the reality of that and just, yeah, I don't know. Like I say, that topic needs its own separate video because it gets deep. Like, y'all know what be going on, because y'all know nowadays people are not loyal. Like, people are not genuine. Like, I don't know what type of era we living in and what this whole generation is about, but sis, it's not giving what it needs to give. And it's just hard finding genuine people to be around and allowed to be a part of your life. Like, it's just, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Some of my accomplishments is, I would say, publishing my first book. I published my first book about, it was 2019 when I published my first book. And I've always been a writer since, like, elementary school. I wanted to publish a book. Since the 4th grade, I wanted to publish a book. And I just didn't know what my book was going to be about. But as I got older and I started experiencing life and, you know, just dealing with shitty ass, bullshit ass, ungenuine ass people, I ended up, you know, gaining life experiences, learning lessons. And so that's when I came up with my first book, Love, Lies, and Betrayal. And that book will always be dear to my heart because it's the first book I ever wrote. And I just feel like that is a huge accomplishment within itself, because a lot of people don't have the imagination or the mindset. What word am I looking for? I can't think of the word, but, like, they don't have that in them. They don't have that talent to be able to write a book, and here I am with 8 of them. You know what I'm saying? And not only did I write my own book, I publish my own book, I promote my own book. So I do everything with my books, and it has been a big success. So I am very proud of that. Me doing the things that I say I would do, I'm just extremely proud of within myself, because I have the courage to do it, and not a lot of people have that. Like, I am just a natural born, like, ambitious, goal-oriented, goal-getting ass bitch. And, like, for me to be doing all the stuff that I say I wanted to do is just crazy. Like, I am just so proud of myself. Like, even with businesses, like, I've dabbled in a lot of different businesses. I knew I wanted to own a business. I just didn't know what kind that I wanted or what I really was passionate about. So I tried a lot of them, and I know a lot of people will look at, you know, a lot of my past business ventures as failures, but I feel like, honestly, you're not a failure unless you want to do something and you've never done it. If you've done something and it didn't work out and you tried, you have succeeded already, period. Like, if you're not doing something, that you don't have the courage to do something that you want to do, you're a failure. That's failure. But if you've done something and it just didn't work out, it's okay. Like, that's what you learn from. That's how you grow. That's how you become better with the next thing that you do, because you learn from your previous mistakes, so that the next thing that you do, you approach it differently, so that that result can be a lot better than what the outcome of the first thing was. So that's something that I'm proud of, and that's an accomplishment for me. I am proud that I had the courage to also, when I first published my book, I quit my career in 2019. I quit my healthcare career in 2019, and just a couple months after I quit, I linked up with somebody on Facebook. Didn't know this person from a can of paper. They invited me to an event in Miami. It was a book event, and I'm like, yes, like, I'm trying to get my name out here. I gotta go. Y'all, I don't know this person from a can of paint. I'm scared. Like I said, I'm a risk taker, and it's just like, I was like, I'm fucking going. Like, I told Carlos about it, and he was like, well, do you know this person? And it was a male. He was like, do you know this person? Like, what they on? Like, da-da-da-da. Like, is it real? Like, just all kind of stuff. Like, as a man, he was concerned. So it was just a natural reaction. And we ended up going, and that was my first time in Miami, and both of our first time in Miami, because Carlos was with me. He was like, you're not going by yourself, period. But yeah, like, I went to Miami and, you know, connected with a lot of those folks, and they have just been so awesome. It's been many years later now, and I still am keeping in touch with them. And if I had held on to fear, that would have held me back. Like, I would have never been able to experience that. Like, that was my first out of state. No, I lied. Maybe it was. That may have been my first out of state event. So I'm proud of that. Like, I'm just so proud of that. Moving out of state is a big accomplishment for me, because I don't know how long you've been on my channel, but if you've been rocking with me since day one, you know I made my first vision board during the pandemic. And one of those things on my vision board back in 2020, when I first started my channel, was to move out of state. It was a big city. It was Charlotte. It was something that I wanted to do. And I was just scared. Like, we was dragging our feet with it. I was just getting in my head about it. I'm an overthinker, and I just always get in my head about things, and I hate that for me. Like, I just hate that. Like, you have to be logical and think of all the outcomes of a situation or, you know, move you're trying to make, but at the same time, you can't let that hinder you and hold you back from growing. I let fear hinder me and hold me back for a long time with the out-of-state move. But 2022, your girl finally found the courage, and we moved out of state, and it's been 2 years now since we have been away from home, and I'm just super excited about that. And I'm just so proud, because, like, I literally was in my head, like, we don't have any family there. Like, what if this comes about? What if that comes about? Like, time is going to be passing. We're not going to be with our family. Like, will we regret that if something happens to them? Like, I was just all in my head about it. And I wanted to move to Charlotte, which was only 3 hours away from home. Y'all, we out here 2 years later still doing it. Like, go home probably 3 or 4 times a year, if not more. And like, we're just 3 hours away, and it's just like, I was in my head about it, and for nothing. So I'm just so proud of that. Another thing, in my 20s, I went on my first girls trip. Like, y'all, let me just say, I'm not somebody that has ever had a lot of friends or like dealt with a lot of people or felt like I needed to be included. I was never that person. Like, I always had like 1 or 2 friends that I was rocking with, and that's just what it was. Like I told y'all, I parted ways with a lot of people that I was really close with. And so during this like girls trip, the girls that I went on the trip with, there was more so like associates. Like, we knew each other, but we didn't talk as much, or we didn't see each other often, or whatever the case may be. And so the girls trip was like a way for us to kind of connect and like just get to know each other more and just have fun. On the girls trip, I became closer to a few of the females, and at that time the girls trip also revealed to me that a few of them weren't for me. So I am just proud of going on the girls trip, like being without my kids, being without my man, because y'all know I'm always with them 24/7. Even on the girls trip, I was like, we need to wrap this shit up. I got to go home to my man and my kids. Like, when are we going home? But at the same time, I did enjoy myself. That was a time that I needed, and it was fun. It was fun. So that was an accomplishment, because I don't be doing shit like that. Like, as y'all can see, I haven't went on another damn girls trip since, okay? But I do want to. It's just that I need the girls, and the way how life's set up right now, people ain't looking. I'm just iffy about connecting with people, because a lot of people aren't genuine. So, and I'm big about peace and protecting my space around me and protecting myself. So I don't know, we'll see how that goes. I'm proud of starting a YouTube channel. That's something that it wasn't something that I wanted to do for a long time. It's just like, once I got into YouTube and vlogs and things like that, I was like, I think I might be interested in that. Like, as y'all know already, I've already told y'all, when something comes to my mind and I want to do it, I'm all about trying it. If it works, it works. If it don't, I tried it. I know it don't work, and it is what it is. Let's move on to the next thing. So I tried YouTube. My hubby bought me my first camera, which was the Canon G7X Mark II during the pandemic 2020. And he bought it for my birthday. It was an early birthday gift, because I put my first video out on my birthday. And I was just like, okay, like, this is what we doing. Like, I'm just gonna figure this shit out. I didn't know anything about YouTube. I just kind of figured it out, did my research, things like that. So that's an accomplishment. And lastly, like, I'm just proud of accomplishing the things that I set out for myself. Like how I was saying earlier, just saying that, like, since I was young, just to touch on a few things, this may not have all happened in my 20s, but just like, since I was a little girl, when I went to my primary care doctor with my mom was taking me to my primary care doctor, I always would be like, I want to do that job when I grow up. Like the girl who was, you know, doing the computer, asking the questions, weighing the babies and the kids, like checking your height, you know, stuff like that. I literally said I wanted to do that. I said I wanted to have that profession, and guess what? My first job was with that same company, and I also worked on that same floor in that same department that I used to go to as a kid. Let that sink in. Also, moved out of state, said I wanted to move out of state, moved out of state, said I wanted to have a YouTube channel, did that. Said I wanted to have a business, I'm doing that. I've had several. Doing everything that I say I wanted to do. I know what, this was all in God's hands, but I said I wanted a boy first and then a girl, and I wanted my kids 4 years apart. We had just that. It's just doing what I said I wanted to do, and just creating those goals and actually taking action to make it all possible. Like, I don't know, like I could cry right now, because it is so crazy how everything always falls into place with my life, and I'm trying not to cry, but it's just like having all odds stacked against you, and having so many challenges, and dealing with so much, and coming from where we come from, just seeing how life actually is working out in our favor is just, oh. It's just crazy. Like, I'm just so appreciative and so grateful. Like, if you don't take anything from this video, I want you to understand that patience is key. It's okay to be patient. It's okay to move on your own pace. It's okay to not be doing things or have certain things just because social media or the society make you feel like you have to do this at this given moment. It's okay. And don't allow people to dictate your life. Don't allow that. I had no plans on crying, y'all. I didn't think that I would even get to this point with this video, but just talking to y'all and like really reflecting and realizing like all of this, it's just making me very emotional right now. I apologize for that. Like, I know it's tough, and I get hard on myself sometimes too, feeling like I'm not doing enough or I'm not as far as where I should be. But at the end of the day, our journeys are all already written for us, and anything that we go through along the process is a part of the journey. So just enjoy it, like embrace it, embrace the struggle, enjoy the moment, and just live. Especially if you're in your 20s, just live, be free. Like, things are a little different for me because I was a teen mom. I had 2 kids by the age of 21, and so my whole 20s I worked, raised kids, kind of put myself on the back burner. So now that I'm in my 30s, that's one of my goals, is to just take more time for myself and just live life a little bit more, experience more things, get on a plane. I want to get on a plane and see the world. I want to travel more. I want to get better with money management, because that was something that wasn't taught to me. Like, I didn't know how important credit was. Fucked up my credit with my first credit card. I had $1,000 credit limit and fucked it up, y'all. I'm telling y'all, fucked it up. So I didn't know how important credit was or how it even worked. So that was, something that I had to learn on my own. And money management, that wasn't a fucking thing that was taught to me either. Like, I didn't know how to manage money or how to save or anything like that. So that's another thing I want to work on as well. Like, money management, I'm still trying to get the hang of that, because I have a habit of just going and get things that I want when I want it. But I want to do better with money and invest more and, do things like that. I want to grow my business. I want to, just take it to the next level. Let the world know about it. I need more people to know about my books and everything. I do want to, one of my goals is to meet new people and make new friends. Like, every woman want that tribe, like that group of women that you can travel with, you can laugh with, you can explore with, you can engage with, you can talk to, you can go out with, you like everything. And I would be lying if I say I don't want that for myself, but it's just hard from the past experiences that I've had with people. And I don't know, I just have to find it in my heart to kind of just move differently with them and just kind of take my time with it. Like, I don't want to get too invested too soon and not really see people for who they are, because you can break your own heart like that, I'm telling you. But I want that. Like, I want that. It's just scary. It's really scary. I have PTSD with the bullshit that I've dealt with all these other bitches. I'm just being honest. And I'm just like traumatized. Like, I'm traumatized. It's the truth. But I don't want to talk y'all head off, but I do want to share mistakes I made. Just not saving money like how I should, putting the work in to understand credit before I got the credit card and fucked up the money, because it is much easier for you to fuck your credit up than to build it. I'm telling you, listen to what I'm saying. If you don't see nothing from it, this is something you need to take. Do not fuck your credit up. My credit is good now and it's like getting better even, but I'm just letting you know, credit is more valuable than money. Let's just put it out there. Credit is more valuable than money. Because you can have $30 in your bank account, but if you got a good credit score and you go to a bank and you need a loan, or you trying to do something for like a loan for a house, investment property, investments, anything, they don't give a damn that you got $30 in your account. But if your credit score good, they're gonna give you that $50,000 that you asking for. So even though you got $30,000 in your bank account, you got your hands on $50,000 because you did right by your credit score. So just take that in. That's a big thing, because you need credit for everything you do in life. I'm just saying, I'm just being honest. It is what it is. Even if you're not taking out loans or getting credit cards or anything like that, when you apply for an apartment, baby, you better believe they running your credit score. Certain jobs, they running your credit score. Not credit score, credit report. What else? If you got a business, your personal credit report and credit score depends on that as well when it comes to you getting bank business loans and things like that. Like, your credit plays a big part in how you can live your life. I'm just saying. And I wanted to talk about some things I wish I knew, and that's one of them. How important credit was and how to use it. So yeah, but there's 5 lessons that I wanted to teach y'all with this video. 1, don't let fear hold you back. Do whatever it is your heart desire. If it's meant to happen, it's going to happen. If it's not meant to happen, it's not going to be. But at the end of the day, you will never know until you do it. Do not let fear hold you back. 2, when you be patient, great things happen. You don't have to rush nothing. Don't let nobody else make you feel like you're not that girl, or you're not living your best life, or any of that, just because your pace is a little bit different from somebody else's. And to be honest, just because you see somebody online that got something, that don't mean that they actually have it. Okay? So people be living lies nowadays. So don't let social media influence you to believe that you're not doing what you need to do, or your life isn't worth it. Don't let that happen. 3, live life and don't take time for granted. Like, we are all on borrowed time. We don't know when we gonna go. Make a bucket list, make a vision board, and work on the things and do the things that makes you happy, even if you got to do it by yourself. That's something that I want to work on too. I always feel like I have to have somebody with me in order to do something. I want to work on being comfortable with just going out and doing things myself, even if like I got to be alone. Number 4, be careful who you trust. If you anything like me, you got a good heart. You just find the good in people, and you just believe that everybody gonna live by good intentions when it comes to you. Loyalty is not defined by the amount of time you've known someone, but by their intention, how much they show up for you, the love they have for you, and how they protect you and move for you. They don't play about you, period. They're gonna show up for you. They're gonna tell you when you're wrong. They're gonna lend a hand if you need it. They're gonna be a shoulder if you need somebody to lean on. They could be a listening ear when you need to vent. They're gonna go above and beyond for you. When somebody talking about you and you're not around, they shut that shit down. Like, listen, y'all not finna talk about my girl like that. It's not going down like that. This ain't what that is. This ain't the type of party we about to have. That's loyalty, okay? And you need to know what the fuck loyalty really is. I'm just telling you. Y'all know I'm gonna keep it real. And lastly, protect your peace. Like, don't let anybody come around you with negative vibes. Like, that shit is important. I find so much peace living out here and making this move I made, because I feel like in other places that I had, like, I would do people here and I would let anybody come to my house. Like, you want to pull up, pull up. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it created this bad energy and bad vibe in my home. Like, it wore me down. Like, I felt drained even when nobody was there. And it's just like, you got to protect your peace from the negative talk, from the bad energy around you, the bad vibes, like everything. Listen, I don't give a fuck who you got to cut off. Your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your granny, your granddaddy, whoever. If they is not around you in peace and to bring high vibrations, you gotta get them to do sis. I'm just saying, like, I'm not playing with nobody. Nobody. That's why you see that I move by myself. I don't have a lot of people that I'm always around. Like, just because they laugh and kiki and I love you girl and sis and friend and all of this shit, that don't mean that they genuine. That shit do not mean that they genuine. Like, you gotta really be able to pick that shit out and be like, her vibe off, her energy ain't right, she moving kind of funny. Like, you gotta protect yourself. I don't give a damn. I'll cut somebody off real fast because I'm not playing about my peace. And that's that. Yeah, y'all, so hopefully I ain't step on too much toes. Y'all know I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Ain't nothing fake over here, ain't nothing rehearsed over here, ain't nothing scripted over here. Y'all get the raw, real, and unfiltered on this channel 24/7 365. So y'all can definitely count on that in any video that I do. If I was talking to you, you need to hear it. So you can get your shit together, so you can move and finish 2024 how it's supposed to be done, okay? But yeah, so that concludes the video. I hope that this video helps someone with, you know, navigating along their 20s, or even if you're not in your 20s. I hope it helps realign you and keep you focused, or get you focused on what you need to be doing, and give you that confidence, courage, motivation, whatever it is that you need to just be your best self, show up for you, and make sure that, you know, the people around you and the things that you're doing is what's supposed to be there and what's supposed to be done. So I just want to let y'all know that I do want to do more Girl Talk sit down videos with y'all. If y'all have any topics in particular that y'all want me to cover or talk about, or even share my experiences about, just DM me on Instagram. I'll put my Instagram right here at the bottom of the screen, and it'll also be a link in the description box down below. I want to start posting these Girl Talks on Tuesdays. That's my goal, is to post it every Tuesday, something different. I'm gonna call it Tea Talk Tuesdays, and yeah, we just sit down, make sure you have your wine on Tuesdays or your champagne or whatnot, and just we can sip and talk. I wasn't expecting so many emotions to come out. It's natural, it happened, and I love that for us, to where we can cry, laugh, talk shit, whatever it is that we want to do here, because this is a safe space for me and you. But yeah, so just look forward to these videos on Tuesdays. If this is something that y'all aren't interested in and do not want me to be posting, I am open to constructive criticism. So let me know how I can be better and how I can show up for y'all, and just any ideas or thoughts of things that y'all want to see, put it in the comment section down below. I respond to all my comments, I react to them, I comment back and everything. So don't feel like you talking to a brick wall when you post in my comments, baby, because we interact, we engage over here. We ain't better than nobody. We ain't too busy for the supporters. No, I show up for y'all, I connect with y'all, I respond to y'all. So always use this comment section down below if you want to talk about the video, or if there's anything you need to say. If it's more personal, of course, DM me on Instagram. Yeah, I think the video went pretty good for a first Girl Talk video, y'all. I think I did really good, but let me know how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Don't get too crazy or too reckless with your mouth in the comment section, but let me know what you think or how you feel about it. But yeah, I just want to thank y'all so much for watching. I am so excited to do more of these videos. I do for sure want to talk about friendships and things like that, because that is very interesting. That's probably gonna be an hour-long video. But yeah, I just want to thank y'all so much for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Oh my God, y'all don't understand the love that I have for y'all. I absolutely love y'all with all my heart, and I just appreciate y'all for tuning in and for supporting me along this YouTube journey. Even if you bought any of my products off of my website, I greatly appreciate you. If you have not checked out my website already, the link will be in the description box down below, and I also put that at the bottom of the screen as well. But I'm going to go ahead and conclude this video, end it, call it a night. I love you. Until next time, girl.